Words that will cost you your marriage. Most men don't end their marriage with an affair. They end it with their mouth. One sentence, one moment of anger, and something shifts in the relationship that never quite shifts back. The problem isn't that men don't love their wives. Most do deeply. The problem is that under pressure, under stress, in the middle of a fight, the wrong words come out. And words have a memory that anger doesn't. So today, 7 phrases that seem harmless in the heat of the moment, but quietly do damage that lasts for years. Number 1. You're just like your mother. You think you're making a point about her behavior. What she hears is something far more personal, that the woman who raised her, the woman she spent her whole life either becoming or trying not to become, is a flaw, an insult, a warning. This isn't criticism of what she did. It's criticism of who she is. And that kind of wound doesn't heal after the argument ends. It gets carried, quietly, for a very long time. Number 2. You always do this. Here's what happens the moment you say always in an argument. The actual issue disappears. Now she's defending her entire character, not just the thing that happened today. You've turned a single moment into a pattern, a habit, a personality flaw. She stops listening to your concern and starts building a case for her defense. Nothing gets resolved. The argument gets bigger. And the real problem? Still sitting there, untouched? Replace. Always with tonight or this time. It keeps the conversation specific. Specific conversations end. Always conversations don't. Number 3. This is all your fault. Even when she made the mistake, full blame is a losing move. Not because she doesn't bear responsibility, but because guilt, when it's pushed too hard, doesn't produce reflection. It produces defensiveness. And a defensive partner isn't working you anymore. They're working against you. She already knows she got it wrong. What she needs in that moment isn't more pressure. What she needs is to feel like you're still on the same side. Number 4. I don't care. Anger is not the most dangerous thing in a marriage. Indifference is. When you say, I don't care, even if you're exhausted, even if you're done with the conversation, what she registers isn't frustration. It's absence. It's you having already left emotionally while still standing in the room. If you need space, say that. I need a few minutes. That's honest. That's manageable. I don't care closes a door that's very hard to reopen. Number 5. If you really loved me, you would. This sentence feels like a request. It isn't. It's a trap. Because if she says no, she's proven she doesn't love you. And if she says yes, she carries the resentment of having been backed into a corner. Love in a marriage isn't demonstrated on demand. She chose to be with you. She shows up every day. That is the love. You don't need to keep asking her to prove it under pressure. Number 6. I wish you were more like a neighbor, a colleague, her sister, an ex. It doesn't matter who you name. The damage is the same. You've just told your wife that. You're measuring her against someone else, and she's coming up short. That comparison doesn't stay in the argument. It follows her. Into her confidence, into her trust, into every moment she wonders whether she's enough for you. Nobody wins when you bring someone else's highlight reel into your marriage. Number 7. If you don't like it, you can leave, even as a bluff, even in your angriest moment, even if you take it back 30 seconds later. Don't say it, because once the possibility of leaving is introduced, it doesn't fully disappear. It becomes a door she now knows exists. And every future argument, some part of her is quietly wondering, is this the one where he actually means it? You don't threaten the foundation when you're upset about the roof. Here's what this really comes down to. Arguments will happen in every marriage. That's not the problem. The problem is fighting as if, Winning the argument matters more than keeping the relationship. It doesn't. The couples who last aren't the ones who never fight. They're the ones who've learned to fight without making each other feel small. Your words during a conflict are either building trust or slowly spending it. Spend wisely.